All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back update and information as you dey hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go on and subscribe to our channel, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you could be the first. We will collect them. Thank you for listening. Let's go down to the news proper as you dey hot. ECOWAS, are you crossing to Gabon? Simon Ekpa fires Tinubu. ECOWAS after military coup. The Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. Simon Ekpa Njoko, Onyike Ekpa Njoko. You don't fire at Oga Tinubu say you want cross to Niger. You and your people ECOWAS. Now, Gabon has done their own. Are you ready to cross to Gabon also? Well, I think Nigeria has failed to understand that the politics of Nigeria is affecting the whole of West Africa. And ebe mmili si n'isi wee gbalue ọ na-elutukwa n'ọda mmili because the politics of Nigeria has really affected what is actually happening in Africa. It has changed the modus operandi of politics in Africa. And you see coup after coup immediately after the 2023 presidential election. And this thing might continue. And I don't know what is going to happen to Nigeria anytime soon. But we pray that there should be no coup. But I believe that I'm thinking that something like that might also happen to Nigeria, because the way things are going in Africa now, people really want a redeemer, someone that can set them free. So I think Tinubu should even start with certain things in order, in order for at least bring down the fuel price. If he has a foresight of seeing the future and making sure that the prices of things would that the prices of things would come down, I think that's the only way he will be able to go about so many things and achieve better. Let's go down to what Master Simon Ekpa is saying. The Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile and Finland lawyer Simon Ekpa have reacted to the military takeover in Gabon. Army officers appeared on television stating that they were taking over power in Gabon. They say that they are annulling the result of Saturday's election, in which President Ali Bongo was declared the winner. The Electoral Commission said Mr. Bongo had won just under two-thirds of the vote in an election the opposition argued was fraudulent. The coup in Gabon follows another in Niger. Reacting, Ekpa, who has been critical of the ECOWAS plan to invade Gabon, asks if the regional body is contemplating invading Gabon. The colonial pulpit called ECOWAS, are you crossing to Gabon? Please push the other corrupt pulpit, AU, to declare war in Gabon. He asks on X, formerly called Twitter. Gabon is one of Africa's major oil producers, while nearly 90% of the country is covered by forests. 12 soldiers appeared on television early on Wednesday morning announcing they were cancelling the result of the election and dissolving all the institutions of the public. They added that the country's border had been closed until further notice. If confirmed, this would be the 8th coup in former French colonies in Africa in the past 3 years. Now, look at what Simon Ekpa wrote on his X handle, formerly known as Twitter. The colonial pulpit called ECOWAS, are you crossing to Gabon? Please push the other corrupt pulpit, AU, to declare war in Gabon. When I don't see as things they turn out these days for Africa because of bad leadership and dictatorship, and this has affected democracy so much that people, who made us to believe that the government we are in is democracy, which according to Abraham Lincoln definition is government of the people, by the people. But looking at what is actually happening in Africa, Recently you will find out that the government is no more government of the people by the people. You see that a few people, few cartels will come together and take over power, maybe because they have somebody at the INEC, they have somebody at the police, they have somebody at other offices, and you see them come together because they believe that they have the money and they can do whatever they want. And they have forgotten that if politics had started like this, had it been that the white man, treated politics this way, I don't think that Africans will be able to have gained their freedom by now, because the white man possessed a lot of power. He had the arms and the ammunition, he has the technical know-how, he has the technology, he has the money and everything. So had it been that those who colonized Africa, dealt with politics the way African politicians are doing today, I believe that most of the African countries who have gotten their freedom and independence will still be under their colonial master even as of today. But because these colonial masters understood what is written in the book, what they are following is what has been written in the book, what has been written in the constitution, what people came together and agreed and said, this is the rules and regulation, this is the constitution that is going to be guiding us. And they took it that way. And when the black man started reading, understanding rules and regulation, understanding constitution, the white man also said, okay, since these people have been able to, catch up with what has been written, we will do things according to what has been written. And that is the reason why blacks, African countries, and other countries that were colonized by the Britain, colonized by the American, colonized by the Russians, were able to get their freedom because they were able to read out what is written in the book of the Constitution. But the African case is different. What is happening in Africa is very appalling. What is happening in Africa is, judiciary is corrupt, the executive is corrupt, the legislature is corrupt. They are not following what is written on that book. And that is why it will be hard for Africa to be better until Africa starts following what is written in the book, until the Nigerian government starts following what is written in the book, because that book is not a holy book. The book did not come down from heaven, but a group of people came together and said, this is going to be our constitution. This is going to be the rules and regulation that is going to guide us according to government. The government says that if there are no rules and regulation, that human beings are like animals. And because they are like animal, they tend to behave anyhow, except they are regulated by rules and regulation. They are regulated by government. That is why a government is set up. Now, you see what is happening in Africa and in Nigeria, that this government that has been set up to regulate the activities of the people are not even regulated by themselves, because when you set a law, you are supposed to be the first person to obey the first law that you have set. There is what is called hypothesis. When a law is still under probability and has not yet been proven. But when that law is proven, it has gone beyond hypothesis to become a law, a guiding law. And that is why what African politicians have failed to understand. And until they understand these things will keep going wrong in Africa. Because you see politicians beating around the rules and regulation, the state constitution, and doing what they want. You know that the constitution have said that election, democratic election, is by number. That whosoever that has the highest number is the winner. Now you come in Africa, they know all these things. What they do, whosoever that has the highest number is the winner. You will see them, because they are in power, they will go behind and manipulate the election in order for you to favor them. Forgetting that had it been that the white man was handling politics this way, African man by today will still be in the bondage of the white man. African man by today will still be under bondage. African man by today would not have gotten his freedom. He will still be under the rulership of the white man. But the white man believes in what is written in that book. And once that agreement comes together, you see him playing according to that tune. But that is the case. The opposite of it is the case of Africa and Nigeria. And you can see how Nigerian politics is affecting every other country. They believe that Nigeria did it and they can do it and succeed.